Alright folks, in this video we're going to learn how to set up Gina for EverQuest. What Gina is, it's a program that reads your log files and give you alerts in game. Very handy for grouping and raiding. Some of y'all already may know how to do this, some may not, but check out this video. So the first thing we're do is we're going to go to Gina's homepage. Download Gina. There's a link right there. It takes a few seconds and it will open. It's installing here. Just hit the install button. It downloads this small file and it will install itself. Alright, that is it. Gina is installed. It's loading. Alright, Gina's loaded. We're ready to go. What we're going to do is go ahead and configure your settings. Click the arrow, go to settings. In the sharing tab is add Adisha to it. Add your guild leader who sends out the triggers. Just type in their name, hit add, boom, it's done. Next on these invitation lists, just use your trusted list so no one sends you random triggers and messes up your whole setup. Okay, let's save this and go back into our settings. What we're going to do now is log maintenance. Log files get big. Gina doesn't like big log files. So we can auto-archive them, you can compress them, you can archive them by size, but I like to archive them by date. It does it once a week as soon as you load Gina. Set it to a day where you don't raid, and remember to hit save. Now let's go ahead and add your character's log files to Gina. Go ahead and hit add, navigate to your EverQuest log file. Go to your EverQuest directory, click logs, find your character, _server, and there you go. You can change the voice, male or female, up to you. And don't worry about the colors, you can change those later on. So hit save. And I have an alt, so I want to add my shaman as well. Again, navigate to the log files, character. Change the voice if you want to, up to you. Save that again. The next thing we need to do is actually get triggers. And we just navigate to EQ, and we'll do that now. To add triggers, send a tell to the person you put on your trusted list, in this case Adisha, saying, hey, I need Gina triggers for monks and shamans, whatever class you play. What you'll do is you'll get this tell. It'll be a whole bunch of spam and a code. And Gina reads that and shares Adisha's triggers with you. And this is handy. If they're on your list, you'll automatically get them during raids just by getting that code spammed in raid chat, guild chat, tells, say, whatever. Gina picks it up and you're good to go. So as you can see here with Gina open, I'm about to get those triggers. It will sync up and look at the list. It went from 3 categories to a full set of categories. The next thing you need to do is don't forget to check mark all your groups. So check everything. You know, this is all my monk. I have my monk selected. I'm gonna check everything for him, leaving the shaman blank. And go to my shaman and do the same thing and leave the monk blank. So I'm activating all these trigger sets right now. Now we're going to learn how to make overlays. What overlays are there going to be timer bars and alerts, text alerts across your screen. Basically, click default. Whoa, this window pops up. That's a big font for me, so I'm going to scale it down. You can change the font style, the background, and other options. Play around with it, experiment with it, find something you like. Just resize the window here. I want this small. I want it the same size as a chat window. That's a good font for me. Nice and small. Doesn't fill up my whole screen, but yet I can read it. Again, I'm just tweaking my box, resizing it a little bit. and hit save. This trigger here fired my Shaman Epic. As you can see, it's this big, huge font, covers up a lot of guild chat. And what we're going to do now is go ahead and change this, shrink it down a little bit. Same thing as before, you get this window. That's a good position for it. I'm going to change the font size down to something smaller. One thing you can also do, I've played around with it before, is dragging it to a secondary screen and having triggers cover a whole entire screen. So here, as you can see, I have my timer for my Shaman Epic. It's just counting down right now. And I want to resize it again. So just shrinking it down a little bit. And I'm all set. Now we can change all these colors. Here, the Gina triggers we have are set up with different little categories here. Play around with the colors, check the box, change the color. As you can see here, I changed some colors around. So when I click my horn here, my horn effect bar is green now. And that's it. That's Gina 101.